Thank you for guest hosting with me today, Dr. Stewart.
Absolutely.
And as you may know, Dr. Stewart is an assistant professor of primary care at KCU Joplin, and we've enjoyed having him guest host today, and he has a few tips to help us all celebrate a long weekend this Labor Day if you're headed out on the water. I'm so glad you're talking about this. Sometimes we get lax towards the end of summer, and you never know, somebody might be listening to this and it saves their life. So it was a great subject matter, Doctor.
Absolutely, especially with this case that just came up with this person who ended up with this amoebic brain-eating infection.
Yes.
And, it was a fatality. So, the thing is that we need to just enjoy the fact that this is kind of the last hurrah before the weather changes. And so we still have to be very smart in how we approach enjoying this time. We want to spend time with friends and family and have a really good time, but safety should always be in the upfront. So when we're talking about safety, we're talking about protection, and protection from the sun, wearing sunblock, at least a sunblock 30 to protect your skin from sunburn. We talk about putting it on every 2 hours so that you don't have the ultraviolet radiation come through and give you sunburn. And then if you want to reapply it if you've been in the water or been sweating. We also want to talk about, staying hydrated. If you're thirsty, you're already extremely dehydrated. So you want to regularly drink fluids to keep yourself hydrated. It's very easy to get dehydrated with all the sun and being out and, participating in activities. The other one you want to avoid, if you're going to be on the water, you don't want to be drinking any alcohol. It impairs your judgment, your ability to respond to, to drive or control a vehicle.
Sure.
So you want to make sure if you're going to drive a boat or be out in the water, you want to definitely not consume any alcohol. The other point is we want safety. So anybody who's out on the water, participating in any type of water sports, they should always have a life preserver that fits well to protect them in case the boat tips over or they fall into the water. At least somebody can reach down there and fish them out of the water.
Yes, and if we'd follow all these things, we would be so much safer and not have to worry as much as well.
Right. So now let's talk about the brain-eating
Okay,
amoeba.
yes.
So it's called PAM. It's a primary amoebic meningoencephalitis. It's a big word for brain infection. And it's about 97% fatal. The main reason is because usually when it comes on, the physicians, they come in, they don't really know what's going on. We might think it's a bacterial infection. We might think it's a viral infection. We have just a very short time to be able to initiate therapy, very aggressive therapy with like amphotericin, which is a very potent medication, but about 97% fatality. So the key thing is if you're going to be out, if you're going to be water skiing, you're going to be participating in the water, you want to try to wear some type of a nose clip or something to prevent the water from going up into our nasal passages. The amoeba actually travels up through the cribriform plate into the skull and gets into your central nervous system, and that's where it causes this encephalitis.
Oh, that is so scary.
It is, it is. It has about a one day to 9 day incubation period. Usually in about a week, they'll start having symptoms of headache, sensitivity to light, neck stiffness, and just not feeling well at all. Can even lead to seizures.
And what do you do if you start to feel like
Well, if you start feeling that way, you need to get into an emergency department, let your physician or your healthcare provider know you've been out in fresh water, in the warm waters. That might help them lead to the diagnosis of this PAM.
So get in there, even if you're not quite sure, just take precautionary measures. This is dangerous.
Yeah, and prevention is always the best way. So if you're going to be out in the water, don't stir up the sediment. Try to, not inhale the water, and those are the kinds of things will help keep you safe and enjoy your Labor Day weekend.
Okay, we'll take precautions. Thank you for putting that in layman's terms for all of us. But remember that it's dangerous and it is out there. So thanks for bringing that to us, Dr.
You bet.
Appreciate it.